Hey, Tony, talking trash about music. I'm following up on Record Store Day 2. A couple purchases. One of the things that everybody was excited about was this Todd Rundgren Arena Tour. And I think the reason why they were excited about this is really a tour that was kind of different and unique. I'll tell you, the I'm a little surprised at the beginning. It was a Boulder, Colorado live show, and it sounds like it was recorded off the board. Really good sound. Of course, he basically goes through the whole arena record. I remember I went out to Kauai for his birthday, and they premiered the stuff. To me, it's not really my bag of tea. I don't like the hard rock stuff. Number two, this band sounds different. I think it's interesting, and it's definitely something that I wanted to buy because there's no other album we're going to have where Rachel Haden's playing bass. Kasim's not on this at all, and you've got this other dude by the name of Matt Bolton that's playing guitar and keyboards, and it's for the Jesse Gress is here, and I tell you the truth, for the first time ever with Todd in this here, there's everything's a little bit thick. I can't really hear the majesty enough of Jesse in it. Second thing is, whoever did the editing on this first thing, doesn't have any crowd sounds in the very first things. It sounds like there was a patch. You would think in this day and age they could create something that sounded a little more smooth and a little more straight through it. I mean, it's great. They hit you, bam, bam, love and action, Black Mariah, open my eyes, boom, boom, I saw the light. Then we go through all the stuff from Arena. And of course, I love Courage. I like Weakness too. I don't, Afraid's okay. It's Mad is okay. I just don't like, it's funny because we're talking now about the Burt Bacharach, and Todd didn't want to sing the sentiment of, wanting somebody to hurt. But, the sentiment on pissing and afraid and mad and it's just a little bit much, man. I mean, I just don't feel like I ever want to be, I don't know. I don't want to be that way focused. And it's just odd. I find it a little bit odd, an odd track. Strike is okay. Today's all right. I like Today with that keyboard and the programmed like arpeggiated keyboard thing. Come Back in Future and such. It's kind of like Mountaintop's kind of a Bardo's kind of your Procol Harum, or not Procol Harum, but I mean the Robin Trier solo record, Jimi Hendrix type of thing. Mountaintop kind of a rowdy song to get people into it. I like Panic a lot. Man Up's okay, but here's another thing I don't understand. And I'm not trying to be nitpicky, but why couldn't I just tell you the last song when on the concert it wasn't? It was the next to last song. Why did they change the I don't understand why you do that. Good recording. Todd plays great solos on it. It's funny, and it's funny what it did to Prairie. Without Chasm there, Prairie plays out a little bit more, and it's interesting as how they go chase. And Rachel Haden's not a real heavy. You don't have seen a heavy bass thing, but kind of more like her father, a very linear type of and really some interesting takes on some of the songs that didn't have before. The Matt character, you hear him play, you hear him fill in, but in a large part, I don't want to be negative about this, but in a large part, it kind of covered up. I don't know if he was taking forensics place but it kind of covered up a bit much. I didn't think it was really needed, and I'm not saying the guy's not talented. He was talented. We never saw him again. I think if somebody lived on the island is my understanding, but anyway. Yeah, I saw it at the beginning, and it's just great to have this because there's really nothing else like this. And I think the majority of these songs you're never going to hear again. You're never going to hear this live band. You're never going to really hear Prairie play like this again. So, for that sense, really good. But I'm a little dismayed at. I wish they'd take a little bit more care. And even though this colored vinyl is great, I wish they'd take a little bit more care with the engineering and at least not the hard stop things and be able to deliver something that sounds a little more like what happened that evening. But anyway, peacing out, y'all. Recommendation for the Todd Rundgren Arena Tour live at the same time. I just think you need to get this because I don't think you'll hear a band quite as full as this and versions like this, like the versions of Just One Victory, the versions of Open My Eyes, the versions of Love and Action, really different. You need to hear the sound of the band during this, and it's just interesting the effect it had on it. And what to me is interesting, and not really necessarily in a great way, but as Jesse kind of sounds buried on this record a little bit. Not buried completely that you can't hear him, but it's really, there's so much happening on the rhythm parts that unless there's a linear part going on, it sounds like all the space and all the notes have kind of been taken. And I think that's kind of what that addition of that other guitar player and that other keyboard player is. But it's great to have a recording of it, and it's a well balanced recording, and it's a great recording, and there's a great deal of Todd folks out in Colorado that we met out in Kauai at that time. Peace to all you guys. Anyway, recommendation from me, not what you think. Thumbs up. Please leave the likes if you would. Please like this video, and we appreciate your patronage here. Please leave your comments. Leave anything you think about this. Did you get this record on Record Store Day? We'll talk to you next time, man. Thanks a lot.